We know the way, and we welcome you to San Jose, California. High noon is here, and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the San Jose State Spartans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The Mountaineers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Dropping back, it's Weaver. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time on target. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Shakes off the defender. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Guys, let's talk for a moment about San Jose State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Weaver. Finds a man in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They'll leave it with him. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Sanchez. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a 1st down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the 1st down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Lewis. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Third and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Singleton. Looking left. He makes a catch. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Hands it off. Runs through the tackle. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right.
There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Weaver. Quickly to the tight end. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking for space, it's Bates. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's McClure. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
To the ground with the back. There's a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Spartan.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Webb. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Fires to the tight end, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Dropping back, it's Singleton. He's going to take off. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He's got it again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Pocket breaking down. It's caught downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And just when you thought the worst was over, the first drive they fumble it, and on the second drive they fumble it. 2 drives, and they can't hold on to the football.
On the ground, it's Bates. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important.